In the world of tech and investment, we love a good number. A number that makes you lean in. A number that makes you say, wait, what? Here's one for you. $75 billion. In just 1 year, that's the amount of money that moved through Kenya's mobile money systems. To put that in perspective, that figure is roughly 70% of the country's entire GDP. This isn't just a fun fact. It's a seismic shift in how an entire nation interacts with its economy. It's a signal so loud that Silicon Valley, London, Shanghai. Kenya is a country that can feel familiar to outsiders. Beautiful landscapes, world-class athletes, incredible coffee. But that familiarity is a thin veil over a deeply complex and rapidly evolving digital nation. Many people think they understand the African tech story. They hear leapfrogging and picture a simple jump from no phones to smartphones. But in Kenya, the story isn't that linear. It's a tangled, fascinating web of innovation born from necessity. This isn't a place where tech is a luxury. It's a fundamental utility. The farmer in the Rift Valley, the student in Mombasa, don't just use mobile money to pay for things. They use it to save, to borrow, to get insurance, to build businesses. This deep integration creates a market that is both incredibly sophisticated in its digital habits, and yet filled with foundational problems still waiting to be solved. The assumption that Kenya is a simple, emerging market is the first mistake many outsiders make. It's a market with a dual personality: high adoption of digital finance, infrastructure gaps, and regulatory hurdles. This contrast is where the real story lies. It's the friction between a digitally native population and the physical world they inhabit. Understanding this duality is the key to unlocking the real potential of a country that is not just emerging, but in many ways has already arrived. So, when we talk about Kenya, we are not talking about a distant land of untapped potential. We are talking about a living, breathing laboratory for the future of digital commerce, finance, and social innovation. The numbers, like that staggering $75 billion figure, are not just statistics, they are invitations. Kenya's digital prowess is built on 3 core pillars that work in perfect harmony: deep digital habits, widespread internet access, a vibrant, concentrated startup ecosystem. The first and most famous pillar is, of course, the country's profound relationship with mobile money. Services like Safaricom's M-Pesa are not just apps, they are the financial bedrock for nearly 97% of the adult population. Think about that. It's a level of financial inclusion through technology that most Western countries can only dream of. People use it for everything from paying rent, school fees, receiving salaries, government stipends. This isn't a niche product for the tech-savvy. It's the default operating system for the entire national economy, processing billions of dollars with the simplicity of a text message. This deep-seated digital habit is supercharged by the second pillar: high and growing internet penetration. With an internet reach hovering around 88%, Kenya stands as one of Africa's most connected nations. This access is overwhelmingly mobile-first, with millions of Kenyans using affordable smartphones to connect to the digital world. This isn't just about scrolling through social media, it's about accessing information, education, and economic opportunities. When you have a population that is not only online, but is also comfortable transacting online, you have the perfect launchpad for new digital services. Startups don't have to spend years educating the market on the benefits of digital. They can get straight to building products that solve real-world problems for an eager and receptive audience. The third pillar is the magnetic force of its startup ecosystem, largely centered in the capital, Nairobi. The city, often dubbed the Silicon Savannah, has become the undisputed hub for venture capital in East Africa. In recent years, Kenyan startups have consistently attracted over $800 million annually in funding, representing a significant slice of the continent's total venture investment. This influx of capital has nurtured a thriving community of founders, engineers, and designers. More importantly, it has created a support infrastructure of accelerators, incubators, and innovation hubs. Places like iHub NALAB and the more recent Norskin Africa are not just co-working spaces. They are crucibles where ideas are forged, teams are built, and connections to global investors are made, creating a self-reinforcing cycle of talent and capital. Together, these three strengths create a powerful flywheel effect. Widespread digital literacy from mobile money makes it easier for new apps to gain traction. High internet penetration ensures that these apps can reach a massive audience. And a concentrated ecosystem provides the talent, mentorship, and funding needed to turn promising ideas into scalable businesses. This isn't just about having one or two of these elements. It's about the powerful synergy of having all three in one place. It explains why a country with a GDP of around $108 billion can punch so far above its weight in the global tech scene, and why it remains the essential starting point for anyone looking to build or invest in Africa's digital future. They are clues pointing toward a market with a unique DNA. They expect their phones to be their bank, their marketplace, their school, their office. For any founder or investor looking for the next wave of growth, ignoring this reality isn't just a missed opportunity, it's a strategic blunder. So where is all this digital energy being channeled? The opportunities in Kenya are not abstract. They are concentrated in specific sectors that are solving tangible, everyday problems. Fintech is the undisputed king. Building on the M-Pesa foundation, a new generation of companies is moving beyond simple payments. They are tackling more complex financial challenges like credit insurance investment. For example, M-Kopa started by offering asset financing for solar panels, and has since expanded to provide financing for smartphones and other productive assets, all powered by a sophisticated credit scoring model. Meanwhile, companies like PesaPal are building the digital payment rails for businesses. Next up is the explosive field of green tech and renewable energy. Kenya is a global leader in this space, with over 80% of its electricity already generated from renewables: geothermal, wind, hydro. The electric mobility sector is buzzing with activity. This transition is creating a whole new ecosystem of opportunities around battery technology, charging infrastructure, and energy management software. Agritech is digitizing supply chains and farmer finance, with over 100 startups reshaping the value chain. E-commerce and logistics are maturing, with last mile and rural distribution as the frontier. AI is the silent thread tying these sectors together, powering credit scores, optimizing delivery routes, and forecasting crop yields. The path to success is littered with challenges that can easily trip up even the most experienced founders and investors. The first hard reality is rising operational costs. Nairobi is no longer the cheap startup haven it once was. Commercial rent, high-speed internet, skilled talent. The competition for top engineers, product managers, data scientists is fierce, driving salaries up. High interest rates make local debt expensive and hard to access. These forces create a dangerous burn rate, demanding a sharp focus on unit economics from day one. Regulation is another significant and often unpredictable hurdle. The government has been broadly supportive of tech, but the landscape is tightening, especially in fintech and mobility. New rules, data privacy, digital lending, taxation. Rules can arrive with little warning, forcing pivots or heavy compliance costs. Recent digital lending regs aim to curb predatory lending, but increased burdens for legit players. Navigating this requires deep local knowledge and strong relationships, which foreign teams often lack at first. A common mistake: failure of imagination about the market. Believing M-Pesa solved all payment problems is a trap. It was just the beginning. Merchant services, B2B payments, cross-border transfers remain open opportunities. Equating Nairobi with Kenya is another error. Nairobi is the tech hub, but only a fraction of the population and commerce. Products for affluent, tech-savvy Nairobi alone will miss Mombasa, Kisumu, and vast rural areas with different needs and behaviors. Finally, underestimating the cost and complexity of customer acquisition is classic. The market is noisy and competitive. Building trust and brand loyalty takes time and a smart distribution plan. Digital marketing, physical agent networks, strategic partnerships. Teams that assume a product will sell itself often burn cash with little to show. Success in Kenya demands not just a smart product, but a smarter distribution strategy. For those who understand the landscape and its challenges, Kenya presents a clear set of next-wave opportunities. The smart money is now looking beyond the obvious to solve deeper, more structural problems. AI-powered SME tools for 7 million-plus SMEs. Bookkeeping, inventory, cash flow. Intuitive, accessible, helping formalize and unlock credit. Clean mobility, battery swapping, charging as a service, fleet electrification, and the software that runs it. Agritech beyond the farm, cold chain logistics, agribusiness marketplaces, climate intelligence, and carbon revenue. Cross-border payments for East Africa's trade hub, compliant, low-cost rails and KES, USD, and regional currencies. Looking ahead 10 years to 2035, Kenya's trajectory suggests deeper tech integration across society and economy. AI-driven digital government, chatbots in Swahili, optimized school and hospital resources, predictive traffic and emergency response, a more responsive state. East Africa's green industrial hub, EV assembly, solar manufacturing, battery storage, creating skilled jobs and exporting sustainable innovation. Kenya as a regional expansion base. Test, iterate, achieve product market fit, then scale across the East African community. Climate resilience becomes central. Water management, parametric insurance, and AI early warning systems. Solutions born in Kenya, exported globally. So what does this all mean for you? If you are a founder or an investor, the story of Kenya is not one you can afford to watch from the sidelines. It's a call to action. The data is clear. The digital habits are ingrained. The opportunities are sitting in plain sight.